good. We're doing it. We all speak at the same time.
I know, this is magnificent.
One at a time, guys.
We missed you, Ernie.
I know, we missed you too. Well, it's been a while since I've seen the three of you all together, all at one time.
I was in the studio last, right?
Joe was last.
Yes.
And then Nick was off in England. And
we found out
Kevin was doing Kevin stuff.
That's right. Kevin was like mowing the lawn. Yep.
Were you?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Or
I was actually I redid like this whole sand gravel area there.
It looks great. You did a great job.
Yeah.
I was being very like
manly.
Yeah.
Do you have a toolbox?
I do. I went out and bought the whole thing.
Power tools?
I got my first. I got my first jackhammer the other day.
Did you have a jackhammer?
Handheld jackhammer.
Why do you need a jackhammer?
It was a gift. It's awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
I'm happy with it.
I know for sure. All right, Jonas Brothers, let's talk about this tour that we're rehearsing for. Because, I mean, the first show is on Saturday.
Yeah, that's really soon.
Yeah, really soon. What goes through your mind when you're rehearsing for a show that you're getting ready to put on?
No.
Is that it?
No. We're just really excited. We're about to do a run through here in a little bit. And
this one's a lot different than any other tour we've done before. And it's been nice because there are so many other performers, a lot of our friends from Camp Rock too, Demi, of course. There is a bit of, I think, pressure kind of taken off of us, and our show is still going to be a lot of fun and hopefully entertaining. And a lot of our favorite songs and things like that, but it is cool to have so many people with us because it makes it about everyone, and it really is a special thing.
All right, well, this is Kevin, Nick, and Joe hanging out on Radio Disney. By the way, going to take some phone calls. So if you want to talk to them, you know what? We'll do that next on Radio Disney. Bravado stars of Camp Rock 2, the final jam. The tour rehearsals are going on right now. We're hanging out with Kevin, Nick, and Joe. And what's your name?
Grace.
Grace, say hi to the Jonas Brothers.
Hi.
So, Grace, what's your question for the Jonas Brothers?
How do you decide which songs to play on stage?
The set list has come together really well, and in the past couple of days of rehearsals, we've really kind of fine-tuned it.
The last 24/7, we've been like changing everything. So
yeah, I mean everything's different. No.
The show you will see tonight. We just want you to be. We want you to be surprised.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But it's gonna be fun. There are some surprises. We've made a couple of funny YouTube videos in the past, and we'll see if some of that shows up in this live show, which will be interesting.
Did you just give something away right there? I don't know.
No,
not at all.
I'm not trying to give anything. I'm trying to keep it very vague. But
everything he's saying is not true. So that way,
some Jonas LA songs that just came out. We're really excited about that. And then also some of
And thank you for playing that, by the way.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you.
A pleasure.
Some Jonas Brothers hits from the past couple of years.
So when you go through and you sort of are putting this set list together, what kind of things do you put in? This definitely has to be in, or
it's hard. We actually one of the first nights of rehearsals, we were playing all the songs, and we had to fix one little thing. And so we ate dinner. We were coming back to fix one little thing. It was going to be like we're on stage for literally 10 minutes, and we were going to go home. We ended up playing for about 2.5 hours every song that we just know how to play of any of the Jonas Brothers stuff.
We went back in time, kind of went through memory lane, and played every song we've ever learned as a band.
Wow.
I think it was good for us as a band because we've been in different places now for about 6 months. And so we got into rehearsals and just kind of started working on the set, but didn't have any time to just jam, which I think is really important for a band.
Crucial.
And so we came in and we went all the way back to Mandy, our first single, I Am What I Am, and Pirate's Life, and all these songs. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So back to 2005.
We were, we've done a really cool couple different things. We're actually doing a couple medleys, which will be really neat because, playing one song and only being able to fit, time for one extra song, you could, cut songs down and play 3 or 4 in that time slot. And so that's what we worked hard to make that happen this time around.
All right, well, more with the Jonas Brothers next on Radio Disney.
There's more backstage in the wing.
Joe, Jonas, we're hanging out backstage, of course. Jonas Brothers live in concert. Demi Lovato, stars of Camp Rock 2, the final jam. The rehearsals are going on right now. We're hanging with Kevin, Nick, and Joe. Even though you guys are brothers, Nick said it's important for a band to kind of come back and go jam and just sort of figure out everybody's sort of mannerisms again. That had to happen with you guys too.
Yeah, I think that after we, kind of jammed for a couple hours, just running the set list again, we were even tighter as a band. And it wasn't like we rehearsed those songs that are in the set list a bunch of times, but just having that connection and kind of knowing what each other's thinking just by looking at each other is really helpful when you're playing a show. And when you've been doing shows for a while, that just happens naturally. But when you're kind of separated for a while and come back, it's tough to get that. But it was good for us to just kind of take that time and have fun with it.
So Joe was mentioning when he was in Africa, the whole family kind of got together in London. What was that like? Because everybody was away for a few months and getting back together.
It was cool. I had the opportunity to go to Les Mis on the West End. Big dream of mine. And we talked about it a couple times if I'd ever go back and do Broadway and things like that. And, I always said just as long as it's the right role. And this came up, this opportunity came about. And It was even more exciting to go do it in the West End when the show started, and to be asked to be part of the 25th anniversary was amazing as well. So it's been a whirlwind, and it's kind of sad to say goodbye to all the friends I made there, and I did live there for about 2 months, and so it was...
Was it like a whole different kind of thing?
It was. The first week and a half was different, and because the material of this show is so much different than what we do as a band, it was tough to get back in that mindset and kind of retrain my voice to sing in that style. But I got used to it and really started to see that my voice was opening up and my range expanded and felt a lot more comfortable as time went on, and it was an amazing experience.
So more with the Jonas Brothers. It's happening next on Radio Disney. Right next to me. So you guys are going to get to see the buses soon.
Yes.
What? Are you all on the same bus per usual?
Me and Nick are on the band's bus, so we wanted to hang with our guys this time around. So we're all hanging out together, which should be pretty cool.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And the girls. We're at tour rehearsals, hanging out with Kevin, Nick, and Joe Jonas right now. Who's this?
Catherine.
Catherine, say hi to Kevin, Nick, and Joe Jonas.
Hi. Can you take us on a tour of the backstage area?
When you walk in, you'll see there's like always at a big venue. There's the people that don't get to see the underground world. Any venue really, if it's like an arena or a lot of the times on this tour, it's going to be amphitheaters. So I'll go through the amphitheater routing of what it was. So there's sometimes like a loading dock, and that's where they will kind of bring all of the gear, all of the staging through, and we'll go through there too. And we all have our own dressing rooms. It's kind of the backstage area. The hallway share a dressing room, obviously. Yeah, we share a dressing room. I met all the.
That's where I actually want to start. Jonas Brothers dressing room. Where should we go? What's the site going through the hallways?
Oh, so
leading up to the stage.
It's literally just like lined up down the room. It's like
it's us, Demi, right next to us, and we have
our
basically our band and Demi's band have a room together.
The dancers,
yeah, guys and girls, and then the Camp Rock cast. So
each one got their
Jordan,
thing.
Allison, and Anna Maria kind of have their thing as well.
And we bring when we're on tour because we're out here and our management team's with us. They got so many other artists, doing other things across the country. Our whole management team's in an office too here. So like, if you ever need anything, they're all there in one huge, massive room working together. It's really cool to see.
And then my favorite room, catering.
Yes,
that's right, baby.
It's the best.
Yeah, this catering, we have an awesome catering. They have a fountain.
They have a fountain this year, which is pretty cool.
In the middle of the catering.
Fountain.
There's a couple venues that actually they make ice sculptures. Yeah, it's awesome. It's just fun to see. If you go to certain venues, they make these cool ice
but it's really it like makes your day when you walk in.
All right, this is the Jonas Brothers. They're hanging out now. Going to close it up with them next on Radio Disney. Nick, Joe Jonas, we're backstage. Tour rehearsals going on right now. So I know lots of sports challenges happen usually on tour.
Yes.
What do we got going on this year?
Road Dogs.
This is our biggest season yet. We have actually opened our games up to our fans. So we're playing in AAA stadiums, and they can come, and we partnered up with Allstate for the X to Text campaign, which is about texting and driving, which is great. And so they're our sponsor, and we're going to be playing games across the country. Fans can come out and see us play. And we've been in spring training while we're rehearsing, and it's we got a good team this year.
So have you guys practiced or rehearsed for baseball across the street?
We had already had 3 practices, yeah.
Really?
We had a preseason game 2 nights ago, and we won, which is a good sign.
By 1 point. We haven't been winning.
So who's the weak link?
Who's the weak link?
Yeah.
The team wins and loses together. That's our philosophy.
Yeah.
There's no one odd man out. It's all together. That's
right.
Joe's like, thank you.
That's good. But I'm the strongest out of all of us.
Yeah. Of course you are.
I mean, strongest player.
I knew that.
Yeah.
And you're the strongest period too.
We'll take that too.
Out of all of us.
Just kidding.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. I can't wait to see the run through tonight. I'm really excited.
Hope you enjoy it.
I will. All right, thanks, guys. And that does it. That's the broadcast. That's the day. If you need tours for this Jonas Brothers, Demi Lovato, Stars of Camp Rock to the Final Jam concert tour, want to find out when it's going to be in your city, all you got to do, go online, radiodisney.com. Thank you so much to everybody for making this thing happen. It was a lot of hard work by a lot of people. Thank you to Elliot, Miguel, Sean, Ray, of course the Jonas Brothers, Demi Lovato, and you, Candace. She's next on Radio Disney.